Why are you acting like the world, so much so that others cannot tell that you follow me? Who said that? I've been a Christian for 37 years. I was baptized at age 13, and for majority of that time, I lived lukewarm. I thought I was following Christ, but really I was following culture's version of Christianity. Let's get into it. For those of you who don't know me, hey, what's up? How you doing? My name is Nicki. I share faith-based content and just my testimony of how we got to where we are today. I was leading worship on Sundays, turning up in the club and hookah bar on Monday through Saturday, teaching vacation Bible school, but also drinking and smoking and entertaining all of the wrong things. Literally volunteering at church events, wrapped up in sexual immorality, gossip, stealing, and just being combative and reckless in how I treated people. I wasn't doing all of those things, but some of y'all might relate to some of that. Here's the thing. After a while, being lukewarm becomes your normal. It becomes part of your routine. You don't even question it anymore. It's just who you are, or at least who you think you are. But God, I was watching a video by Melody Elisa on YouTube, and she said something that hit me so hard. She said, when God starts shifting you, he starts asking you hard questions. That switch from lukewarm to on fire does not happen because you decided to do better. It happens when God calls you out and you finally listen. Think about Saul before he became Paul. In Acts 9, verse 1, Saul was still breathing out murderous threats against the Lord's disciples. He didn't care if you were a man or woman. If you followed Jesus, you were a target. You was on his hit list. But then in verse 3, something happened. As he neared Damascus, suddenly a light from heaven flashed around him, and he fell to the ground and heard a voice say to him, Saul, Saul, why do you persecute me? That moment changed everything for him. He didn't know at that moment that his life was going to be flipped, turned upside down. God is a loving father, and like any good parent, love does not mean letting you stay stuck. Love means correction, conviction, and a call to rise higher. For me personally, that wake-up call came after my divorce. That first summer, child, I was outside dressing for attention, dating recklessly, using people sexually, emotionally, and justifying it because I was hurting. I had walls up, a cold heart, and only cared about you if you came with money or status. God checked me. Literally said, those are my children. Why are you treating them like that? And would you want somebody to do that to you? That hit me hard. Maybe for you it's something else. Why are you chasing that job when I called you to write that book or start that podcast? Why are you acting like the world, so much so that others cannot tell that you follow me? Who said that? City girl, city boys, manipulation, power trips, pride. God is always going to call out what is not aligned. And